Alright, attempt number 2 at this. Let's see if it goes better than attempt number 1. Okay, as you can see, I am in the player needs section of my association mode. It's another week. We need to play 3 games, show you the highlights, and live simulate another. So let's get this over quickly. Yes, I used to have 1 point guard. No. Yes, I used to have 1 point guard and 1 center and 5 shooting guards. So I had to even that out, and I did that by getting rid of Lee, and I don't remember the other guy's name. Doesn't matter. He's not on my team anymore. So now we have first Chuck Hayes from the Sacramento Kings. We made a 2-person trade. So we got rid of those 2 for Chuck Hayes and Jimmer Fredette. Now Chuck Hayes, he's a big man, and that's all I really need right now. He's neutral. He's 30, so he's not young, but he's just there. I traded sideways for him, but a pickup for me is Jimmer Fredette. A lot of people think that he is not that great of a player, and I agree, he is not that great of a player. He's more of a celebrity, but he can shoot the 3-point shot, and that's what I want from him. He's also very young, and he could be taught, and he's a very happy person. So that being said, those are all I need to talk about before this game. So what we're going to be doing here is showing the highlights of the Utah Jazz game, the Orlando Magic game, and the Miami Heat game, and we are going to live simulate the Orlando Magic. Alright, so that being said, let's get straight to it. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, starting out one of these games is the Utah Jazz. Now, I don't have a whole lot to say about the Utah Jazz. This was a pretty easy victory, and the reason I'm spoiling what the victory was is because the first game I've decided is going to be the game in which I decide to talk about a topic. And this week, the topic is basically how the Jazz have taken their pre-season warm-ups. Now, they do have Trey Burke, and I think Trey Burke is going to be a phenomenal player. And you're going to see in this game some plays that I beat Trey Burke as Rondo, and I steal the ball and I score, but then Trey Burke leads a miraculous comeback. And I gotta say, I watched the Jazz game, the preseason game the other night, and Trey Burke, I don't know, I think he's gonna do wonders for this team. We won 101 to 75. The score was crazy like that, and we won big. And I feel happy, mostly because my brother said that we are going to be a losing team this year, the Utah Jazz, and I have a $20 bet. If they can win 23 games out of 81, 23 out of 81. Now, that is super simple. 2 out of 8 is 1/4. So I've got about 70% chance, give or take, of winning $20 here. All I need the Jazz to do is win me some 23 games. That's all they need, just 23. I don't even care if they make the playoffs. I don't care if they go even and do the 36 record, whatever it would be, like 42 or whatever. I don't care. I just want 23 games. Alright, so at the end of the first, it was 16-12 for the Utah Jazz. We're still controlling the situation. This game was actually, I think, one of my better games out of the 3. I just felt like I was in control. I was focused. The only other game that I feel like I was better at was the Heat, but we'll continue to that when we get there. Another thing that I did notice in this game was how much I like my trade for Jimmer Fredette and Chuck Hayes. They don't do a lot, but they do their job, and that's all I can really ask for. They take some nice threes here. Chuck Hayes gets some very important down-low points. Look at that block. Oh, Rondo's angry as halftime happens. So yes, I'm very happy with the trade. I don't even remember the name of one of the guys, but I know Lee is one of the dudes I traded to Sacramento, and I'm not sad about it. So what I want to know from you people is, was that a good trade? One of you especially is at least a Boston fan. You should know who is on that team and who I traded out for the people I have now. But I did it basically because the team needed it. There were 5 spots on the shooting guard, and I did not need that many shooting guards. I needed a point guard, and I needed a center, so I switched them out for 2 of them. And that's all I really did. So, management-wise this week, I feel like I did a good job. Now, I'm still getting criticism from my Utah Jazz Association playthrough, basically my preseason, if you will, where I make mistakes and I learn from them. That's kind of what I treated it over the summer. And I'm still getting comments of, you are an idiot, you're stupid, you don't know what you're doing. Well, shut the hell up, because I have a winning record and I'm doing YouTube videos and you're not, alright? So, there you go. Alright, so at the end of that, we did have 4 or 5 achievements. It was really, really cool. And now here we are in the second game. Orlando Magic versus Boston Celtics. First quarter would go pretty much my way, ending at 17-17. And you know what? In a game like Association Mode where I'm out of my comfort zone, 17-17 at the end of the first is a very, very good thing to do. I'm very happy with that. Bradley down low, easy layup. Not really easy, kind of contested, but nonetheless. Look at this. Jimmer Fredette assisting, paying off with dividends, getting us a tied game at the end of the first quarter. Chris Humphries. Chris Humphries, I will say, is the least valuable person on my team at this point in time. 5:40 to go in the second. Easy 2-point shot off of the screen. Very, very well done. 3:15. Solinger. He was very important in the Heat game because he did that twice in the Heat game. A little spoiler there. But Solinger, very happy with his gameplay. His free throws are a little iffy, but I'm not worried about him. I feel like I could get a handle on them. Yes, he has a slight hesitation. Nowhere near Chuck Hayes' hesitation, but hesitation nonetheless. Look at that. Rondo again, an epic block from behind. That's the second game in a row where Rondo has just been explosive with a block. 33-27 to end the half. Celtics a 6-point advantage. Third quarter would start. Going down low for an easy 3-point opportunity. Olenek, one of my favorite players that I had never heard of his name before. He is like, who is he like? He's not like Okur. Okur shoots threes. Who am I thinking of? Not Okur, but the Cantor. Cantor from the Jazz. He reminds me of Cantor. He can't shoot a shot to save his life, but he'll be great on rebounding, and he'll be great on low layups, under the basket type deals. That was a lucky 3-point shot by the Celtics there, but it went down nonetheless. Beggars cannot be choosers at the end of the third, 47-39. Boston still in control by 8 points, and it would continue. Bogans, I actually got a lot of use with at this game. Bogans, I kind of wanted to get him a little more involved, and I kind of found a way to do it. A corner 3-point shot for Bogans is about the only offense he's going to get, mostly because he can't take a shot where someone's contesting him, and he can't go down low or dunk or anything, so he's got to take those 3-point shots. That's got to be his game. This is the nail in the coffin play. I forgot to record one for the first game, but there is one in these last 2 games, so nail in the coffin play. It is done. Solinger takes it out, and look at that. We end the game 67-59. Olenek again, the MVP. That would lead us to the Miami Heat game, a very, very important game. Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, once fighting to be the best in the East. Who is going to win this battle of former rivals? Boston Celtics have fallen off of their throne, and Heat have happily taken over. Green down to Ollie, and Ollie taking advantage of Bosch. Bosch fouling very early, and Olenek getting a 3-point opportunity. And this is where I feel like I've messed up in the Miami Heat game. I just didn't focus on my free throws. I missed a lot of key ones. That was not one of them, but I did miss a lot of key free throws that even 1 point I feel like I could have had a good advantage. Inbound play, shooting the 3, it sinks for Bradley. Bradley is very, very good at that. Not as good as Fredette. I don't trust him as much as Fredette, but he is very good at what he does. Look at this. LeBron James thinks he's got it made. No, blocked. Jimmer Fredette going to end the first with a three-point shot, and it doesn't go. He did actually hit one of those in a previous game, and I was very impressed. I was very happy. I was like, yes, I made the right trade. Jimmer Fredette again with the ball, going down low. Turnaround jumper for Wallace. Easy 2 points. Playing some defense here. Look at the turnover. Look at the turnover. Bradley getting the ball. He's being chased. Goes to Rondo. Rondo the dunk. The Miami Heat are on a bender. The Celtics on a roll. But look at this. The end of the second quarter. The Heat would start to chip away at the lead. I still had some control, trying for a three-point shot to end it. Doesn't go. Alright, so going into the third, we had a 5-point advantage. Could we hold them off? Rondo going down low, trying for a layup. Gets an easy 2 and a 3-point opportunity. And Rondo, very easy stroke. It's very, very simple free throw. I think the only people I have issues with for free throws, as I said, are the big guys and Chuck Hayes especially. Everybody else seems to be a really simple free thrower. Alright, we're up top now. The Heat do have an advantage. And look at that, we score. 2-point deficit at this point. Look at that, LeBron James taking the lead back with a 3-point shot in the corner. Ending the third quarter. 49-49. Oh, okay. Tied game. I thought it was up by 1 for the Heat, but it was a tied game going into the fourth. We lost our advantage, so now it would just be surgical play, and it took me all the way down to 250 in the fourth quarter. We went Nick Fanac, and we just kind of lost it closer to the 250 mark. Sullinger, the 3-point play that I referenced earlier, and I missed that free throw. That was a very important free throw to have. Now, this is the nail in the coffin play with an S in parentheses. Is that parentheses? I don't know what those are. I'm a stupid person. I haven't been to college in years. This is the nail in the coffin plays because me and the Heat were battling back and forth. Whoever scores next, I felt, was going to win this game because I feel like I lost it after this. So let's just watch and see what happens. Green with the ball at the point, going down. Turnover by the Boston Celtics, and I thought it was over. I was pushing it, and a block from behind. Boston Celtics trying to take it back, but I made too many mistakes, too many rushed plays, and they would get it back. Another turnover from the Celtics. I got panicked here. The extra passing from the Heat. Now to Battier. Battier passes back to Wade. They are in control of this situation. Wade, another block by the Celtics, but a wide open shot here for LeBron James. And I left the King open, and the King has struck 65-60, and that would end it. LeBron James would finish me. This game was done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so you know how the past 3 games went down. I just kind of want to go over who the MVP from most of those were. Rondo played the most minutes, but the most points goes to Olenek for the Jazz. Let's go over to the Magic. Let's see who did the best for our team on that one. Again, we have Olenek down low. Most minutes goes to Bradley. Oh, no, Rondo. And he only had 1 point. Wow, goddamn, look at that. 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Unbelievable game. For an assisting game from Rondo there. Very interesting. Olenek, once again, top scorer for my team. I told you he was a stud. I told you I liked him. Alright, and let's see. The last guy, 28 minutes. Oh, yeah, I was going to say it was like Chalmers. Who the hell is that guy? Let's see here. We do have Sullinger. Yes, he had a lot of really good plays against the Heat. Unfortunately, you just watched us lose to the Heat. Olenek, not too far behind. Who played the most? Rondo, obviously, and again, look at the assists. 7 points, 2 steals. He's doing a good job. Him, Rondo, Olenek. And I kind of want to go over how, since the trade that they've been doing, Fredette and Hayes, and they haven't done too much, but they haven't done too much bad either. So let's go to the Jazz real quick. Let's see how they did in that. So there's Hayes. 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 for 2, 0 of 4 for free throws. Yeah, I forgot that Chuck Hayes is the guy who has the messed up free throws. I'm really going to have to go into free throw training and work on that, because I could not sink one. For that, 2 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 for 1. Not a whole lot of mistakes, and he's quick. I'm very happy with the trade. And let's go to the Magic. I think I didn't look at this one. 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 1 for 4. Chuck Hayes didn't have a very good game against Big Baby Davis when he was in. Fredette, 2 assists and 1 turnover. Again, not a great game against the Magic for the bench. Okay, here we go again. It is time to simulate. This is the first time I'm simulating with Hoopscast while recording, so we're going to figure out how this works here. What I'm going to do is simulate to the end of the quarter for the first 3 quarters, and in the 4th quarter, we are going to simulate play-by-play and see if we don't have a... Oh boy, and see if we don't have a winner there. End of quarter, end of quarter, end of quarter. Okay, so it's 53-52. At this point, we have Rondo playing 20 minutes, Bradley 20 minutes, and not a whole lot of points. So where... Olenek, 13. Where's his points? Who's got the most points right now? Bass for us. Alright, so I want to go to the next dead ball here. And we're going to keep going until I feel the need to be playing a little more close to the chest. So we're going to keep going. Alright, so it's a tied game right now. Only 5 minutes left to go in the quarter. I want to get a little closer to the end of the game, and we have a 3-point buffer at this point, so I'm not worried right now. And I get to listen. Oh, shoot. Wow. Oh, okay. 73-68, so 5-point lead. Oh dear. 75-70, 1:10 to go. 75-70. I wish I could, like, jump in and just watch it, you know? Oh, 48 seconds. Come on now. Alright, we have 30 seconds. They must have fouled us. Okay, so they missed their shot. They're going to have to foul us again. We scored 2, and it's 79-74. It's game over. Celtics win Magic for a second time. And there we go. That's just kind of how we're going to... Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Perfect. And let's go in and let's look at some of these scores. Alright, so we had Brandon Bass not playing the most. Rondo and Bradley played the most for 8 and 6 points. But I want to see who had the most points. Bass and Green. Interesting. Look at that. Jimmer Fredette. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 for 4, 2 of 3 for 3-point shots. So that's pretty good. And I want to see Chuck Hayes. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover. So not a whole lot, but he did his job well. 79-74. Celtics win. Alright, now it's time to choose which ones I want to play and which ones I want to simulate. I think I would rather simulate Minnesota over the rest of them. Yeah, I think I'm going to simulate Minnesota and I'm going to play the other 3. Portland, I don't think they have anybody on their team that I should be scared or nervous about. But just in case, because I know Minnesota's kind of been ripped out, and I feel like Minnesota's a better team to simulate rather than Portland. Portland's got a pretty Rose Garden or whatever the hell they changed the name to. Alright, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That will do it for this episode of Association Mode. This is how they're going to go. My editing the games down is a little longer than 3 minutes, so it's probably, instead of a 10-minute video, probably going to be around 15 to 18 minutes or so per association episode. So I don't think, even then, I mean, that's pretty short compared to what it could have been. Those 4 games could have taken me 3 hours of video time if I wouldn't have edited them. So there you go, we got the next 4 games, and we're gonna play 3 of them, simulate 1, and we'll be back next Thursday, and we will release the results of what happened in association mode. Let me know what you think about my trade down low in the comments below. Go ahead and like, favorite, comment, subscribe, criticize my gameplay, do whatever you need to do. I am Derek D. Ginger King, playing association mode for your pleasure. Checking out.